Welcome to the International News Channel, News LD. Today we present to you a news entitled, "After a conclave at the Elysee, Emmanuel Macron is pushing to find a majority." Emmanuel Macron, in Paris, March 14, 2023. Ludovic Marin/AFP about 2 or 3 votes. Wednesday, March 15, Assembly since 8:30 p.m. in the inexperienced lounge of the Elysée. Emmanuel Macron, his Prime Minister, Elisabeth Borne, Olivier Dussopt, Minister of Labour, and Frank Rester, in command of relations with Parliament, make and redo the accounts. Lower than 24 hours earlier than the decisive vote on the pension reform in the nationwide meeting, the state of affairs is bitter, regardless of all the concessions granted to the lay Republicans, occasion, and regardless of the efforts remodeled the previous 3 months to soften elevating the retirement age from 62 to 64, no clear majority emerges. The conclusive consequence in the Joint Committee, in the afternoon of Wednesday, didn't make it doable to function the change. Learn additionally, article reserved for our subscribers: pension reform. On the eve of the vote, the demonstrators oscillate between anger and weariness. Is Emmanuel Macron prepared to try the vote on Thursday in the nationwide meeting, at the danger of struggling a resounding failure, then struggling a painful second studying in Parliament? Or will he resolve to use the very dreaded 49.3 to have his challenge adopted without a vote, even when it means additionally electrify the nation? The thought hovers from the begin. This fall, the authorities selected to reform pensions utilizing a monetary textual content to spare a cartridge of 49.3. However, Elisabeth Borne breaks. The top of presidency refuses to settle for this constitutional device described by Philippe Martinez, chief of the CGT, as not wonderful, and introduced by Laurent Berger, normal secretary of the CFDT, as a democratic vice. Tuesday, from the Palais Bourbon, the Prime Minister was nonetheless hammering that a majority exists. Opinion, article reserved for our subscribers: pension reform. Sensible authorities have to be cautious not to despise social democracy. We're in the thickness of the line. However, shortly after 9 p.m., the very tight committee round the President of the Republic admits swimming in troubled waters. The depend oscillates between 2 or 3 votes above or beneath the waterline. Treasured lacking bulletins are recognized in the allied teams of Emmanuel Macron, at Horizons and at the Modem. We're in the thickness of the line. Once we are in the thickness of the line, we don't go to the vote usually, worries one in every of the members leaving the Elysée. The speculation of a 49.3 grows minute by minute. At 9:57 p.m., it is a bolder choice that is being broadcast by the voice of majority leaders. The President of the Republic would love to go to the vote. In case of failure, he can be prepared to pronounce the dissolution of the meeting to provoke early legislative elections. Bluff. Strain stroke? It might have panache, greets the senator of the Côte d'Or François Patriat.